guys, it's Sarah, and today is Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic is Top 5 Books You Didn't Finish. And let me tell you, the books I have not finished in my life is a very, very long list because as I've gotten older, I have taken on this conviction that if I am not enjoying myself while reading a book, I won't make myself finish it because my free time is so small. It's just such a small little bit of time. If any of you are interested, I actually did a video at the start of my channel called my Spring Unwrap Up, where I listed all the books in spring that I just didn't finish. I'll link that video down below if you're interested, but two things to warn you about. Number one, it's super blurry because I didn't really used to know how to focus my camera very well, and yeah. And number two, I'm very awkward because it's one of my first videos. Coming in at number 5 is Crossed by Ali Condi. Now this is the second book in the Match trilogy. I'm not really sure why I even started reading it because I didn't even really like the first book, Match. But you know, sometimes you're like, let me give the sequel a try. We'll see how it goes. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. There was something about her writing and the characters where I just felt like everything was so try hard. Like, I was just like, you're forcing this. You're trying to make fetch happen and it's not working. Coming in at number 4 is Panic by Lauren Oliver. This book, I didn't get very far in it. It gave me a lot of feelings very quickly, and not good feelings. Basically, it's about this girl, don't remember her name, and she lives in this really small town where every year all the seniors in the high school do this challenge thing called Panic, where they essentially just do completely idiotic things, and whoever can make it to the end in this contest wins like a bunch of money. But it's literally like so cringy. Number 1, I didn't really like the writing style. Number 2, the main character wasn't likable. Number 3, I just was like, why do they keep doing these idiotic things? Like the first challenge I think was like tightrope walking in the pouring rain from like a water tower to another tower thing, and they would, why are you doing that? Coming in at number 3 is Percy Jackson, yeah, that's his name, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Is that what it's called? Whatever, the first Percy Jackson book. I have mentioned this a few times on my channel, but yeah, it was a book and I didn't finish it because I knew going into it that it was middle grade, but I thought it was going to be more like Harry Potter, where even though it's middle grade, it would still connect with me as a 23-year-old. But the writing was very basic, especially because at the start of this book, at least, I think Percy is only like 12 or 13, and it read like he was 12 or 13. And never having been a 12-year-old boy, I just didn't connect. I didn't connect. So yeah, I didn't finish it, and I don't think I ever will. Coming in at number 2 is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. So here's the thing. I really liked the movie The Perks of Being a Wallflower because, you know, Emma Watson is beautiful, the acting is nice, it's very artistic, we are infinite, going through the tunnel, you know, all fine and great. So afterwards, a friend of mine gave me her copy of the book to read because it's like her favorite book, and I know that's the case for a lot of people, so I was like, cool, let me give it a go. So I started reading it, and I just didn't really connect with Charlie as a narrator. I didn't like, I don't know, the way his character is portrayed and the way he thinks is just very naive, and I know that that plays a factor in the narrative, and you know, he learns about life as he goes on, but just as a reader, I didn't particularly like it. I didn't connect with the content. I didn't really like the diary format, so I said ixnay on the book, yay for the movie. What am I saying? Coming in at number 1, and this is going to be a very controversial one, even though I've mentioned it on my channel more than once, but it is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I genuinely could not connect to the first book, and I was super disappointed because I loved the idea of like a female assassin main character, and I really wanted to like it, but Yeah, I don't love Sarah J. Maas's writing style. I did like A Court of Thorns and Roses. I thought it was better than Throne of Glass, but still had issues. I don't know, I feel like sometimes she's just trying too hard with the way she writes. Like the fact that characters are never crying, but their eyes are always like lined with silver, and she writes words like dexterous and other things, and I just feel like she's trying too hard. She's also trying to make fetch happen sometimes, and I just didn't connect with it. I also didn't really like Selena as a main character. I know people say she gets better throughout the series, but she was really feeling herself in the first book, and I can't connect with characters like that. It just, you know, let's get characters in the middle. We don't want them to be overly confident. We also don't want them to be like having no self-esteem either. I just, you know, want a character somewhere in that spectrum, but not the extremes. But that's it for my list this week. As I said, there are like hundreds of other books that I've not finished in my lifetime. If you want to see more, you can watch that video I mentioned earlier. I apologize if any of these books are your favorites. I'm sure they're great to you. Authors need to make a living, so I hope that someone likes their books because they need to eat and breathe and live, and you're supporting them by liking them. I just don't like them. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. You're all beautiful. Have a nice day.